Can you find balance within this energy of enthusiasm and caution for burnout? 9 of Wands with the 10th and 11th of August here brings in this energy of persistence, experiences. Also, the Moon card today, bringing up memory and reflection on past experiences. Taking time today to reflect, to go within on any memories that might come up, patterns that are time to heal, to look at, to integrate. Perhaps anything that we can integrate through self-love as well. Parts of ourselves that we wish to bring about once again, to embrace. Passions, ideas, pleasures. Finding balance, 6 of Pentacles underneath that Princess of Swords as our underlying energy. So finding that balance point, that the hub of the wheel, as you're manifesting reciprocity, manifesting a balanced approach toward calling in your dreams. And that's on the 10th of August. And as we step into the 11th, 11 day, it's also a 1, 8 and 2, or 11, 2. 1 plus 1 is 2, and 8 equals 10, which gives us the Ace of Wands. Bringing the potential and of autonomous power, of autonomous creation, the potential for opening up and shining your light, of showing your confident self, wearing your heart on the sleeve with the sun, stepping into the vitality, allowing yourself to shine with the sun. As Leo season is all about stepping into the spotlight. So can you allow yourself to step into the spotlight today, these days? Also remember to pace yourself as you pursue passion, remembering that there's time for reflection and finding balance and reciprocity. Thank you, Instagram folks, and hello, YouTube, for the rest of this reading. Ace of Wands, 9 of Wands. Persistence leading us toward potential. Potential to create your dreams, allowing yourself to follow the spark of creativity, to follow the inspired ideas. Receiving this gift, the Ace of Wands, is a gift from our higher selves, from spirit, a gift of inspiration. What else do we need to know, see, and hear? From the Abraham Hicks Well-Being cards, angel spirits and guides, ascended masters, ancestors. What else do we need to know, see, and hear for the viewers? What else do we need to know, see, and hear? I am becoming consciously aware of my inner being, becoming consciously aware of our potential to create. Dragonfly synchronicities, also connecting with the inner child. Connecting with our inner child, doing a light amount of shadow work. As we're under a new moon still at this time, kind of indicates that a light amount of shadow work needs to be done, but it might be something about that's been buried deep because of that new moon energy, the depth, the darkness, something that we buried perhaps in our relationships to self with number 22. We prefer that non-physical you, your inner being, or your source, we refer to the non-physical you as your inner being or your source. It is not important what you call that source of energy or life force, but it is important that you are consciously aware of what you are allowing allowing a full connection to it, and when you're resisting it in some way. So being careful of adding resistance and trying to be too persistent as we become consciously aware of our inner being, consciously aware of that life force, so that we can create out of balance and reciprocity our ability to create and receive, becoming more balanced, and knowing that whatever I can imagine, the universe can deliver. When I initially shuffled the cards or split the deck, this is the card that came out. And when I shuffled again, this is our first card out. If you have the ability to imagine it or even think about it, the universe has the ability and the resources to deliver it fully unto you. This goes with Ace of Wands energy. For it is like a well-stocked kitchen, and every ingredient imaginable is at your disposal. Underneath the sun, all things are possible. The sun provides us so much abundance, so much potential, so much raw material, so much energy. Calling on that solar energy, calling on reflecting on our memory as well. Perhaps anything that used to be in our imagination that we wished to create that perhaps we felt blocked from, that maybe we blocked from our own burnout. Might even feeling a bit burned out on some ideas lately, or burned out on a particular project, place, or thing. There is enough room for all ideas and experiences. From your non-physical perspective, you understand that there's room enough for the expansive universe, for all of them, in this expansive universe, for all manner of thought and experiences, the number 9. You have every intention of being deliberate about, you had every intention of being deliberate about your own experience and your own creations, but you had no intentions of trying to control the creations of others. So perhaps some of that hypervigilance is kind of maybe played into, or sense of control is kind of caught us up in feeling overwhelmed, or a sense of burnout. It's not your job to fix others. It's not your job to create experiences for others, but to come out from, behind the tree and shine your light. 37 makes 9. Persistent through experience. I will love where I am right here, right now. So bringing love into this present moment. Why does the caged bird sing? Because he might as freaking well. There is nothing you cannot be, do, or have. Yeah, if you can't sing when times are rough, kind of makes it harder to sing when things are going well. Goes with believing. There is nothing you cannot be, do, or have, and we want you to assist you in achieving that. But we love where you are right now, even if you do not, because we understand how joyful the journey to where you want to go will be. Yeah, perhaps some memories coming up of where we tried also on the opposite, to where we felt trapped. Perhaps we tried to manifest even from a place of not loving where we are, but in order to move forward, in order to create something new, we have to love the experiences we've had, 10-10 on the timer, to allow the cycles to complete by giving them gratitude for what is, what was gleamed, learned, gained. It's not about controlling my thoughts, it's about guiding them. It's about guiding our thoughts. Not trying to guide others' experiences, but guiding our own thoughts toward, especially what we want to create today with Ace of Wands, is tremendous potential. Controlling any thoughts that might, of the ego, that are perhaps preventing us from shining our light, of stepping into the spotlight in this Leo season. Embracing change. We are not encouraging you to make an effort to control your thoughts. I love this. It's kind of like guiding the thoughts, bending, being flexible, flexing our mind to see new perspectives. That Princess of Swords. Reaching for the way you would like to feel is an easier way to hold your thoughts in vibrational alignment with that which you believe is good. Reaching for the way you would like to feel. So utilizing that wand, that tool of magic today, to reach for what we want to feel, to come out of these cycles as well of burnout, to integrate any past selves, any memory that comes up with the Moon card, Cancer energies as well, to know that I am attracting its vibrational essence. You can allow it or not. The basis of your world is well-being. The law of attraction says that which is like unto itself is drawn. And so the essence of whatever you give your attention to is unfolding in your experience. Where attention goes, energy flows. Therefore, there is nothing that cannot be, do, or have. This is law. So we're becoming consciously aware of this, giving this relationship with our inner being, back to the becoming consciously aware of our inner being. Quite a few of these cards out here today. To know that there is evolutionary value in my personal preference. Yes, finding guidance through our personal preference. What do we want to reintegrate? What do we want to release? And only putting, picking from those ingredients in the pantry. Allowing us to kind of flow more easily. As we focus on what we do want. Do not underestimate the value of your preferences. For the evolution of your planet depends on those of you on the leading edge of thought. Continuing to fine-tune your desires. That Princess of Swords energy. Leading on the edge of that sword. The tip of that thought. Tip of the tongue. And the contrast or variety provides the perfect environment for the formation of your personal preferences. Going back to not trying to control other people's experiences, knowing that perhaps what we don't like, what we see in those experiences, don't need to be judged, or we don't need to burn ourselves out trying to figure it out or control other experiences. To know that they get to be guided by their own personal preferences. I will never cease being or desiring. That's why there's room for all experiences. Look how this matches my shirt today. Wow. I think some people reincarnation, if you don't get it in this lifetime, you have to come back and figure it out in the next lifetime. Well, or you get to. There's room for all of our preferences, and in all of our lifetimes, we've lived so many experiences. You will never cease to be. New desires will be constantly born within you. Source will never stop answering your desires, and your expansion is therefore eternal. And so you may begin to relax in this moment. There is something, if in this moment there is something you desire that has not yet come to fruition. Yeah, being called to relax and allow, in some ways, the contrast, allow memory especially to help us to see that that it's okay if we haven't totally stepped into receiving this balance, this reciprocity. But whose truth is the true truth? So sharpening the throat chakra energies, balancing the throat chakra. We're doing a lot of that here in Leo season, stepping into our ability to, and strength to speak our truth. And this card speaks of, each truth is true to everyone's experiences. So allow your experiences to guide your truth and allow others' experiences to guide their truth. Because in the long way, in the roundabout, we're all walking each other home toward a place of balance. It's all guiding each other into what feels balanced to us. I am a physical extension of source energy. You are a powerful creator. And this Ace of Wands sun energy reminds you to embrace this, embrace the vitality, the expansion at this time, Leo season, sun energies. Everything in the physical environment is created from non-physical. From the leading edge place in this time of reality, you're continuing to create your world through your thoughts. So sharpen your thoughts, sharpen your relationship as well to your personal drive and potential. I will reach for the best feeling thought I have access to. It's not about guiding them, it's about reaching for a better feeling thought. And this in of itself is kind of shadow work. And I really feel actually that it is shadow work to reach for that better feeling thought. Especially at a time we feel powerless, and just to remember that we are an extension of source energy. We are connecting to the sun energy at this time, helping you to build the confidence through embracing new experiences as well. By reaching for the feeling of relief that comes when you release a more resistant thought and replace it for a more allowing, better feeling thought. So as we choose to embrace a better feeling thought, in those ways we're actually releasing the resistant thought. The stream of well-being is always flowing through you, and the more you allow it, the better you feel. The more you resist it, the worse you feel. It goes back to cautioning ourselves around burnout. Not letting our thoughts, kind of lead us to burnout as well. My emotional set points can be changed. Your set points are achieved by attention to a subject. When we want you to understand the extreme value in deliberately achieving your own set points. Because once you expect something, it will come. The details of it may play out differently, but the vibrational essence will always be an exact match. So it's kind of a bit of a reminder too that the universe gives us what we need and not necessarily always what we want. Because we want can come from a place of thought, whereas desire comes from that inner place of passion, from a balanced perspective of give and take. Yes, I saw the Emperor and the Nine of Swords, so finding self-mastery over any of this resistance that makes us feel, that's kept us awake at night, that's causing mental, physical pains. From the Magic Seer Tarot, what do we need to know, see, and hear for the viewer the rest of this reading here? What else do we need to know, see, and hear? Angel spirits, guides. No, see, and Ace of Pentacles showing his face, and the pile of cards I've dropped there. You're not seeing perhaps is your potential. Two of Wands, underlying energy, and also would be the energy we're moving forward. After Ace of Wands comes, let's say, Two of Wands, and that is balance, choice point, Two of Wands. Developing a relationship with your desires, developing a relationship with what we wish to create in our personal power interacts, 2222. A relationship to our infinite, to our infinite inner being, and how that affects and co-creates the world that we see. Queen of Swords. So bringing forward the sense of clarity, the Queen of Swords came out in the previous reading around the Lion's Gate, towards the end of the reading, just reminding us to be very discerning, to look for the clear picture, to follow and nurture a clear mind, to clear the clouds. So maybe an indication that the clouds are clearing, clarity is coming as well. Clarity around some upset, some grief, perhaps some relationships, coming up in this memory, things that we had to let go of, things that, spilt cups, spilt connections. Finding clarity through this moon energy, or whatever comes up through those memories, especially around grief. And any grief around not having received our desires, not having quite, not getting what, having not come to fruition yet. Going back to this card of I will never cease being or desiring, you can still create it. You can still sharpen your mind and follow this exhilarating ride and inspired ideas, Knight of Swords, and utilize these memories to sharpen our truth, to sharpen excuse me, to sharpen your memory as well. King of Wands, his energy's been coming out as well too. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So you're owning your personal power. We're taking back power over our life and over our creation by sharpening our intellect, by reaching for the best feeling thought we have access to, by utilizing, tapping into this magician energy, utilizing these tools that we've been nurturing, practicing with. So you can tap into this infinite potential, holding a candle to, this rose grid, which is that connection to Mother Earth, connection to infinite abundance, and to being an extension of source energy. The Judgment. Judgment is the energy of this awakening to our own personal power, awakening to the connection of our inner being, is going to help bring and elevate to integrate any grief around perhaps people that we've lost. Also, awakening, healing these ancestral connection to our ancestors as well with the Judgment. This awakening is helping to raise them from the dead again, to raise them from the confines that may be the very confines that we found ourselves in, so that you can move out into the world, so that you can shine your light in this world. The world, to create this momentum as well for the world we want to create with the Page of Pentacles. Taking a slow and steady approach as you stay connected to your being, as you stay connected to your potential to create. This found you at an awesome altitude today. Thanks for your likes, shares, and subscribes. Namaste.